What up, everybody? This is episode 2 of the Pro Wrestling Fans Podcast. I'm Phil, and joining me as always...
Adam.
As always.
Awesome
episodes. Awesome Adam.
Phil the Thrill.
Well, yeah, we gotta work on that.
Yeah, we'll work on nicknames. Show number deuce.
Numero dos. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you. Want to give a shout out first to the producer of our new intro music. I got that from Jason Shaw's website. So as long as we give a shout out, he's cool with it.
Shout out.
It's awesome. It's at audionautics.com. That's AUDIONAUTIX.com. So big shout out to Jason Shaw. Appreciate you. So let's get into the show this week. The Extreme Rules pay-per-view was this past Sunday.
Yeah, last week. Yep.
We both got to catch it. I caught it on the network.
Of course, the network.
Did you catch it on the? Yeah, you caught it on the network.
Of course, the network.
$9.99.
And get a shout out to that also. Best $10 I ever spent.
Damn best.
Every month,
especially for WrestleMania.
Unless it's free. When you know, it wasn't when I signed up. It wasn't free. I've been loyal since it first started. So.
Well, I signed up on February when it was free. February. So I was like, why not?
Of course, you're a late bloomer. It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I like it. Let's see. It
Yeah.
was an alright show.
Not the best pay-per-view.
I didn't catch the pre-show, but Neville always puts on a good match. Did you catch it?
I saw the gist of it, between people not coming over and trying to watch the match at the same time. I'm sorry, but the best part of any pre-show is Renee Young. That's just me. I mean, God bless Dean Ambrose. I mean, I don't know what you did to get that, but congrats to you, sir.
They're really a couple?
Yeah.
Huh, that's cool.
The Titty Master is knocking boots with Renee Young. That's just epic. Yes, if you didn't know, Dean Ambrose is the Titty Master. This isn't a PG show here. I'm sorry.
How did you know that?
Dude, read the internet. It's everywhere.
Sorry, all right, I'm just late on that one. I'm sorry.
Man, it's everywhere.
That's pretty
John
funny.
Moxley is the Titty Master.
All right.
Yes. Titties. Hashtag titties. All right. So, the street fight, Dean Ambrose, since we're talking to him and Luke Harper. It was a decent match. I mean, I like their little battle, the little feud going on. I still say they'd be perfect if they brought back the hardcore title and let them feud for it. But there's not too many others other than maybe Bray Wyatt that can, go in that route. They can make a division out of it if they wanted to. I mean,
well, it's the PG era still, so that's the only thing holding back the hardcore title.
No blood or anything, but
I
don't see that happening. But I mean, when they came here in Cincinnati after Christmas, they had that street fight, Bray and Dean, and that was pretty badass. And they had the ambulance match on Raw, and they had, pretty decent rivalry there.
Yeah, it can be done, but you think hardcore title, you think your mind goes to ECW and the hardcore division, or the hardcore title when it was in WWE.
FE. I think Crash Holly, but that's just me.
Mr. 24/7.
24/7 rule was epic.
That was epic. That was good.
Mean Street Posse chasing him in the Discovery Zone and ball pits, and I remember. Yeah, old school fan, just for life. I don't know, whatever.
But yeah, I just don't think it's the right time for the hardcore division, for a hardcore division right now. That's the only thing. That's the only thing holding it back, in my opinion.
Right. I think there would be some fans that would be appreciative of it. It's just the younger kids probably wouldn't know what the hell was going on, and that's too violent. You'd have parents complaining here and there, but
and at some point it gets to be just excessive.
Yeah.
Just doing it that style just to do it.
Right. Barbed wire, no rope matches, and they wouldn't even take
explosion
it that
matches.
far.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mick Foley. Terry Funk. Grew up idolizing Terry Funk, but
Abby.
Hey,
Abdullah the Butcher.
Yes. Hall of Fame.
Then there was the Dolph Ziggler Sheamus match, the Kiss My Arse match. The loser had to kiss the winner's arse, apparently. I thought it was a great match. I liked it. Great back and forth.
Stupid stipulation.
Yeah, the stipulation was crazy. Yeah. How could you really make the other guy really kiss your arse in the end? That as soon as they announced that stipulation, I was like, yeah, somebody's going to get screwed over in this one. And it was Dolph.
Athletic match, stupid stipulation. They could have went with an I Quit match or something better. But I don't know. Whoever came up with the Kiss My Ass match. Yeah, I said it. Ass. I get the whole PG again thing, but stupid stip for otherwise great match.
Kiss Me Arse because it's Sheamus and he's Irish, so
I get
me arse.
I get the comedic part of it. It's just the rivalry was heating up, and they're in a position where Daniel Bryan's out hurt. He was attacking Daniel Bryan, and so now they give it to Ziggler. Ziggler's fighting Sheamus, back and forth. Let's heat up the rivalry with a stipulation, and then we get the crappy Kiss My Arse match. So, Ziggler wins. Sheamus was supposed to, didn't. Made Dolph do it. Blah. Terrible.
Yeah, it was a nice clean win too for Ziggler.
Right.
And of course, Sheamus still being on his feet and being awake, he was not going to kiss that arse.
I like the heel Sheamus, though.
Yeah.
I don't mind the mohawk, but I can't think of anybody else since maybe One Man Gang or somebody.
Road Warrior Animal rocked the mohawk.
Yeah. Shannon Moore and TNA. Ink.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that. Yeah, I do remember some bits and pieces of that. Him and Jesse Neal.
I like CM Punk slapping him and calling him not Punk
See?
in ECW.
Yeah. I missed that.
That was a good moment.
CM Punk, yes. It should be a topic all its own, but to that another day, I guess.
Yeah.
You got to do it if we're going to talk tag titles. We did. You gotta. I'm not a fan.
Day sucks.
Not a fan at all. If they were a heel, I get they're going transitioning from face to heel. They're just doing it all wrong. They're still thinking. I think I heard Xavier Woods. What are you complaining about? We're winning. Like, we're complaining because we don't like you.
Yeah, the fans don't like you legitimately. It's not that you do things to make them dislike you as heels. They don't like you.
We don't like.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Maybe it was too forced. Maybe the whole concept of the New Day was just. It felt like just literally shoved down your throat.
Right.
That's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah. Kofi's athletic. Big E's got the muscle that Vince McMahon usually cares for, and main event type. He was former IC champ.
Right.
Kofi's former IC champ. They got the skills, but I'm sorry. When I saw them coming together, I pictured a heel, non-racist type of Nation of Domination type faction. We're tired of being held back. Let's show them what we got. Let's show them how good we are type faction. And instead we get this, let's go to church every Monday night and clap. And who claps?
They're not going. They're not saying anything about church. But
it's implied with the whole choir. Yeah. Let's oh my brother. You're not Devon, Big E. Stop trying to testify. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
I would love to see the Dudley Boys give each of them a 3D. That would be awesome.
I would love it. I would love it. It would make my new day. Ha! I think Cesaro and Kid didn't have the belts long enough. I think they were shockingly a great tag team. And I think it was JBL on Raw said that Kofi and Big E complete each other because Kofi's the small athletic, fast high flyer type, and Big E's the muscle bound ground and pound type. But that's exactly what Cesaro and Kid are.
Right.
Cesaro's got the mat technician down. Kid's got that high flying, if he has to be, submission specialist if he has to be. Perfect. Perfect combination, and I think that their tag title reign should have lasted a lot longer than it did. Me and Phil here, we've appreciated Tyson Kidd since before he even married Natalya. Like back before, what was it? The Heart? What? No.
The Hart Dynasty.
Hart Dynasty with D.H. Smith. Like
that was a great. They were a great tag team. They should not have been split up.
The whole concept of him being British Bulldog's son, Tyson being relative of Brett and Owen.
No, Tyson's just he was the last student of the Hart.
Oh, the student. I'm sorry. Correction.
Whatever they called her.
The dungeon.
The dungeon.
And
the
then
last student
Natalia being Amble's daughter. It's like that's the perfect combination, and for whatever reason, I guess. Did D.H. Smith get in trouble or something? He had to get.
I don't think he got in trouble. I think they split him up for some reason, like they do with tag teams.
It's terrible. It was a great tag team. It was.
They do it all the time. They'll bring a tag team in, and then they'll split them up for some stupid reason.
They even had endorsement from Brett, which was like, wow. And that's the first time I saw them penny titles. I cannot stand the penny titles.
The penny titles.
They look like pennies. They do. I swear to God, if you close it,
right, hold on.
Zoom in. I swear to God, it's Abe Lincoln sitting there. It's terrible.
It's two Abe Lincolns back to back.
Right. Terrible.
Let's finish out Extreme Rules and then we'll talk tag team wrestling.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, then I thought the New Day and Cesaro and Kid match was actually a good match, and I can foresee them using the Freebird rule with the New Day.
Well, yeah, I saw that too.
Every night it's going to be who's going to be actually defending these titles.
I read somewhere that Xavier Woods, whether he's been Xavier in WWE or he was Consequences Creed in TNA.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I know what you're talking about.
He's been a champion without defending the title.
Without actually winning the titles, too.
Right. He didn't get the pinfall victory, but yet he carries the title.
Right.
And I think it was him and Jay Lethal in TNA.
I don't know who was in TNA, but he was like substituting for somebody.
Right.
It might have been like Pac-Man Jones or somebody.
Right.
Who wasn't a full-time wrestler.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then he substituted, and then Jay Lethal, I think, got the pinfall. And because he was a substitute for the match, he carried the title even though he didn't win.
Right.
And now it's the same deal with New Day. And
yeah.
It's Kofi and Big E, but it should be, it could be Xavier coming out and carrying the title. I thought Xavier was going to be their manager.
Yeah, I like him. I like him as a mouthpiece.
Yeah.
He's got that it factor for him.
Right.
But as far as the two guys you want to see in the ring,
right,
I like Kofi and Big E as the tag team in the ring.
That makes sense to me, but they're just gonna, like you said, the Freebird rule, and just any of the. It's not a 6-man tag title. It's the
right.
Which was kind of awesome.
And I think the last tag team that did it in WWF was Demolition.
Mm-hmm.
There could have been another in between, but
I have to look that up.
If I'm wrong, correct me.
Axe Smash and Crush.
Axe Smash and Crush, yeah.
Yeah, they did it. And I think that might have been it. I don't know. You can always correct me.
Just strictly WWF. I mean, I can't think of any other trios since then.
Right. Gangrel didn't hold a title for Edge and Christian, so I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
I think they had actually split off from him by that time.
Yeah. By the time they were tag champs.
Yeah.
No Mercy 99.
Damn it, you know the event.
Yes. I'm a wrestling fan, damn it. It's real to me, damn it. I know. Okay.
I've got that clip.
U.S. title, Cena, Rusev, chain match. When did the chain match become a bull rope match? Because that's what I remember.
I think Stan Hansen was screaming at his TV screen somewhere.
I mean, the last one I remember was JBL and Eddie. And when JBL beat Eddie for the title, and the chain match, I just thought was you get to use a chain during the match, but I guess they added the stipulation of touching all four corners, and I'm like, that's a Texas bull rope match, or
that is a Texas bull rope match.
But maybe I'm wrong, but usually I'm not. But whatever.
I mean, I haven't seen many of those. Luger and Stan Hansen, and it was NWA or WCW at that time. Mm-hmm. Eddie and JBL.
That's the last one I remember.
Yeah. My only thought about the Russian chain. When did Rusev become Nikita Koloff?
What made the chain Russian? Did he buy it in Russia? Because they were definitely, I don't know.
I think Taz tweeted out that he must have bought it in Russia. That makes it a Russian chain match.
Nice. Lana got that shit at Home Depot, and you know it.
She got that shit at Home
Depot. Love me some Lana, by the way. Yay. But, it was just set up for Cena to win. It's an easy win. Knock him down fast enough to touch all four corners, and I mean, Rusev almost had the match won. It was the following each one. It was like 3 apiece. Cena AA. Cena gets the win because he touched the corner. Like, ugh. And now they're gonna have the next match at Payback, and there's an I Quit, and I don't think Cena's ever lost an I Quit, which is another upsetting move for Rusev because
I don't know of many I Quit matches that he's been in. I know he beat JBL in an I Quit match for the title.
Right.
I can't think of any others, but
can't remember. I think he had one with Batista, but I'm not sure. I know he had a last man standing with Batista.
Yeah, that was the last man standing. That all I can think of.
He AA'd him off of the taxi or the car or something.
And then Batista went crying home.
Yeah, and he quit the first time. Yeah. Batista's a quitter. He needs
Batista
rehab.
came back looking like Pitbull on steroids.
He looked like Blue Batista. You remember that all blue? I don't know what the hell that was. I mean, it was Evolution versus Shield, 6-man tag.
Oh, he was wearing all blue for some
he looked like
reason.
a damn bald Smurf, man. It was terrible.
It's awesome.
No. He left. Thank God for Seth Rollins. I'm a Seth Rollins fan. Yes.
I appreciate Seth Rollins. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, we'll get to him.
Yeah. Nikki Bella versus Naomi.
I hate the fucking Bellas.
What was extreme about a Divas match?
When did they become faces? When did they become baby faces?
Yes.
They've been heels since last year. Well, Nikki's been heel since last year's, SummerSlam, when she's turned on Brie. And then, okay, heel versus face, Brie versus Nikki. Nikki beats Brie for some reason, and you're now my slave. Then Brie helps Nikki win the title from AJ. Now they're both heel, and they've been heel ever since. And now automatically, because Naomi's trying to be heel, I'm thinking about this way too much.
That doesn't make
it doesn't make sense at all.
Naomi turning heel doesn't make me want to cheer the Bellas.
Right. I was actually proud for Naomi.
I don't actually want to cheer the Bellas at all.
Right. I cannot stand either one of the freaking Bella twins. They're what's wrong with the Divas division right now. I'm sorry. I'm okay with Naomi being heel. I'm actually impressed with Natalya being heel because for some reason her outfits are just 10 times better than what they used to be. She looks good in black. I don't know why. She just
I'll let you continue. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Just as far as
I don't want to cover the entire Divas division, but the Bellas suck. And I quote AJ, talent is not sexually transmitted.
Best comment ever about the Divas division.
I mean...
And it was by Mrs. Brooks.
Shout out, Phil there. I'm sorry, I'm a Punk fan. I will always be a Punk fan. AJ, sad to see you go. Didn't want you to retire so early, but I guess it's not my choice.
Hey, whatever makes them happy, man. Go home, make a bunch of babies. Whatever.
Make some...
Whatever your plan is.
Make some Brooke babies. Nothing the Bellas do. I don't care if it's Total Divas. You can be a fan all you want. I don't give a damn. That's my opinion, and all opinions are welcome, and I've said it from the beginning. Brie is never going to be as good as Daniel Bryan, and Nikki, just because you're sleeping with John Cena doesn't mean you're any good at anything, honestly, unless John's telling you different. You suck. I hate you. Wow. Retire.
That's kind of far.
The best time of the Bellas' career was when the first time they retired from WWE. I didn't miss them bitches for nothing.
I can't say I missed them at all.
Oh God.
Nikki coming back. I don't know if she looked different. Let's say before.
She didn't have tits.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll just be blunt.
It's just as to how fake they are.
Yeah. I mean, I'm guaranteeing Job bought those too.
Probably.
car, house, tits. Like, all right, whatever, dude. I'm spending WrestleMania 21 money. Like,
he's lucky he's got money in the bank after. Never mind. I'm not gonna say anything more. Never mind. I'm sorry.
But he can't get married or have kids.
Don't sue me, please.
Okay. All right. So.
But the best thing about the Bellas is when the crowd chants, you suck, Cena. Yeah.
That is pretty funny. Yeah. I will give him that, but that's terrible in its own right because
it's a little heartless. But
hey, she could be with any guy in the world. She picked John. That just tells you how bad taste she has right there.
What I find great about it is the difference in their choice of dudes. All right. One has got John Cena. The other's got Daniel Bryan. Bryan Danielson. I'm sorry. I will say Bryan Danielson.
Let's refer to him as real,
Let's call him Danielson from now on.
There you go. I'm okay with that.
Ring of Honor.
There you go.
But
Shout out to Ring of Honor.
Just the difference in those two dudes.
Yeah, the bearded vegan versus Mr. Cut and Clean Muscle Man. Like, I don't understand.
I think the beard's just a gimmick at this point. But
you know what? It's cool. I mean, at least he's, trying to... I don't know. I feel bad he's
Brian's
injured.
Legit, what? 5'8", 9"?
He's not... Yeah, just under 6, I think.
Yeah.
So, I just feel upset that
and he's not a roided up freak.
Right.
It's like a normal guy steps in the ring.
I don't even think he takes Advil. Like, dude, doesn't he? I don't think he takes any pills. He's just... I mean, he's all pro wrestler, like, just
You better
natural.
be taking some pain meds for that neck, dude.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's taking some kind of... Yeah, I don't know if it's what it is, but it's just a shame that he's out. Let's give him the title. All right, injury. Gone, 8, 9 months? Come back. Let's give him another title. Injured. Now you're out again. Damn it.
He came back way too early from that injury, and that's what hurt him. He got... I don't know. It's ridiculous. It totally sucks for Danielson.
Right.
I feel for him. I fractured my neck when I was 14. That's why I never got into football or wrestling. So
I just hope he doesn't end up like Edge and has to retire with the neck injury. I mean, I've seen a lot of neck injuries. Edge, Lita. Everybody's had to stop doing what they're doing because of the neck, and it's just too serious of an injury.
Angle still doing it for some reason.
Apparently in TNA he has a lighter work schedule than he did when he was with Vince, so they take care of him, I guess. I don't know. He still takes bumps and everything, but I don't know.
Anything else to add about the Divas title match?
I'm good.
Okay.
You can go to the next one if you want.
The last man standing match between Roman Reigns and the Big Show.
I've seen a lot of people say that was the best match of the night. I didn't see it. I mean, I saw the match. I just don't see the greatness of what happened.
It ended the only way I could have foreseen it ending, with Roman Reigns winning. You have to hold down the Big Show somehow.
But yet Roman picked up the table and threw it on Big Show. But Big Show, as big as this motherfucker is, couldn't get it off of him in time for 10. What?
Oh, Roman was standing on it too at the end.
Oh, he's so heavy.
How about before you start the count, ref, you get that other asshole off of him?
I don't think Big Show's ever won a last man standing match.
I don't know.
Honestly, I think he lost one to Jericho. He's lost to, I don't know. I couldn't name them all, but I think he's like 0-4 in last man standing matches.
Yeah,
you suck.
It's ridiculous.
And stop challenging people to last man standing matches. So what? You're tall. You suck.
It sounds like a good idea in theory.
Big Show hasn't been relevant since he was world champ, and even then he lost.
And that was
to Daniel.
ECW.
No, he was world champ, and he beat Mark Henry, and then lost it right back to Bryan Danielson.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Danielson lost to Sheamus that year's WrestleMania, and that was a shame. Haha. See what I did there?
Yeah, I see what you did.
Sadly.
Show's another one that just hasn't been given his proper respect. I mean, legitimately, the largest athlete in the world. One of them,
True.
at least. It's up there.
Him and Shaq.
Shaq's retired, though.
True.
But Big Show, still going strong. I mean, I got to give it up. I mean,
if they let him have his full potential and pushed him to where he should be unstoppable, I mean, come on now. His first match, he beat Hulk Hogan for the world title. He's beating Ric Flair for the world title. But now you can't even beat Roman Reigns. You can't even beat... it's sad what you are.
Flair locked in the figure 4, and he reached up and grabbed him for a choke slam.
Right.
All right, we're going to stand up now, and you're going to get choke slammed.
You're going to beat two of the greatest of all time. And I'm saying that leniently with Hogan. I mean it with Flair. But...
I'm not arguing.
What you used to be as the Giant, compared to what you are now.
Elegante.
You could honestly be every champion if you wanted to be. You could be WWE, IC, US, one half of the tag, and probably just tell them I'm the other half as well because I'm that damn big. And the fact that they try to make him a comedic person is just I don't get it. I don't get it. The whole, WrestleMania 16, WrestleMania 15, his first WrestleMania, lost by DQ to Foley. If we remember. 16,
I'll
Fatal
go back
4-Way.
and watch that because I don't remember it.
16, Fatal 4-Way, he lost. First one to lose, actually. With every man McMahon in a corner.
Oh, that's right. I remember that one, yeah.
17, Triple Threat hardcore title, Kane and Raven. I think he got pinned by Kane. Lost. 18. Who the hell was he fighting 18? Big Show and... man, I just know his WrestleMania record sucks. I think the only person he ever beat was Cody for the IC title. And that was his, establishing WrestleMania moment. I know he was 18, but as soon as I think 18, I think Hogan and Rock and Austin Scott Hall. I'm gonna have to look this up. But 19, I know he lost to Taker. 20, he lost to Cena.
20, he lost the U.S. title to Cena, because I remember that.
Right.
It was the same as, never mind, that main event, I forget, where
that triple threat?
DX lost to,
I don't know.
Who's that one guy?
That one dude.
Yeah, that one guy that they're not allowed to talk about.
Chris something.
We are.
Chris something? Okay. We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
I forget. But he has a terrible WrestleMania record for being one of the biggest guys in the business. And it's just sad. And they're pushing Reigns like he's like the new Cena. And I guarantee you that's why.
He's Samoan Cena.
Super Samoan.
Super Samoan.
And they're pushing him because, I like the fact that they put Cena on the main event card. And now, let's build up the U.S. title. You're not building up the U.S. title. You're burying talent that should be U.S. champ.
Exactly. All you're doing is putting guys up against John Cena, and they're just going to lose.
Like
no point.
The first night with him and Dean Ambrose, I was kind of impressed. I'm like, oh, okay, Dean Ambrose getting his title shot back. And then I think the next week or so it was Stardust, and I'm like, yeah, that's not going to happen.
And this last time that I saw it was
Kane.
No, it was Kane this week or last week, and this week it was what's his name, red-haired, the ginger, one. Damn it!
Oh, he's Slater.
He's Slater,
and he didn't even get the title shot because Rusev.
Rusev kicked the shit out of him one week, and then he came back the next week and fought Cena.
Oh, I didn't even. Was that on SmackDown or something? Because I missed that.
No, never mind. I might just be thinking he did.
Okay.
I apologize for that.
No, I'm like, okay, because I missed that.
I'm an idiot. I'm gonna edit that out. No, I won't.
It's all good. And then title match. My man Roman. I'm sorry, not Roman. Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins and Randy Orton in the cage. The RKO banned. Apparently not by everybody.
Decent match. I mean, like I said, if you listen to JBL at the end of the match, he explains it wholeheartedly. I mean, if you go back to your network and just go to the end of the match, JBL explains it. The RKO was banned for Randy Orton. I don't know why Jerry Lawler was so confused. I was actually shocked to see Jerry Lawler on the pay-per-view.
Well, it was the wording of it. He
Right.
didn't say, when they first talked about it, it wasn't, he didn't say it's banned for you to use it. He just said the RKO was banned, So against that's where the confusion comes in. He didn't say just you. He said
Didn't specify.
Yeah, he didn't specify. He said the RKO was banned. He didn't say you're not allowed to use the RKO.
I was kind of impressed with Randy hitting the pedigree, though. That was
I liked him looking at the back too.
Little bitch slapped at Triple H, like ha ha, like I'm gonna do it anyway.
Oh, but then he didn't win.
Right.
There's that.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
I was kind of waiting on a figure four, kind of homage to one of the greats.
A Batista bomb would have been nice.
Something spine buster, like fuck Evolution, but it was a good showing by Randy. I can actually say I'm more of a Randy fan than a Cena fan.
Have Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase run out to help him.
Legacy. Remember that? That
Legacy.
was a nice faction.
That was a good faction. I liked Legacy.
I like the idea of that with the whole second generation.
And the name actually made a lot of sense.
It was nice.
There it was, Legacy.
It was nice.
Like you think, one guy's dad went to Penn State and now he goes to Penn State. He's a Legacy. That sort of thing, you know.
I like the idea behind that. But yeah, Orton, RKO's Kane. I highly expect a Kane face change here soon. They're building up.
They're building up to him quitting
the
authority and just going their separate ways.
Right.
I'm ready for a match between Kane and Rollins. That's going to happen.
I read somewhere it could be well, since we got a triple threat with Randy and Roman now, I read somewhere that they were thinking of doing Randy, Kane, and Seth, but I don't know.
Just make it a 4-way.
Kane hasn't been this interesting since the whole Team Hell No. I'm the tag team champions. No, I'm the tag team champions. Yeah, that was kind of funny, but I don't know.
Hug it out, boys. Hug it out.
Oh my gosh.
That was the best.
Hugging in wrestling has no place. I don't know.
Anger management in wrestling has no place.
Hey, that anger management segment where, I tombstoned a priest. I'm like, that is great.
Yes, you did.
That was awesome television. I used to be a nymphomaniac. Like, what the hell? That was awesome. Katie Vick.
Oh, man.
Terrible.
Hey, that's all on Triple H. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, he still puts it on Kane, though.
Yeah.
I just want him to bring out the mask, and you know what? Like, screw the Authority. I don't know. I like the 2003 version of Kane, just whooping ass. IC champ. I didn't care so much after he took the mask off. It's just...
Yeah, it's not the same. And then when he put the mask back on and he had long hair...
It looks like Isaac Yankem shaved his head.
Yeah, Kane actually has a shaved head. We know he has no hair.
Right. So it's like, I don't care. But Seth Rollins, RKO's Randy, walks out champ. Brilliant.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it. I didn't see Randy walking out of that match as the champ. I mean...
Too early.
Yeah, it's too early.
I'd say
WrestleMania is only it's only been a month since WrestleMania.
Yeah, I say at least till
SummerSlam.
Brock.
Maybe Survivor Series.
Brock comes to the Big Four, so I mean,
yeah,
he did re-sign his contract. That's perfect setup for him to come back at SummerSlam and him and Seth. I mean, I'm a Seth fan, but I don't see him standing a chance because Brock is just gonna murder him. It's not even fair. Not even fair.
Yeah, and it's an angry Brock Lesnar.
Pissed off Brock. And we haven't seen Paul, so, whatever Heyman shows up, it's almost time for Brock. So
yeah,
I'm waiting on that.
If you see Paul Heyman with a microphone, then you know.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Shit is going to get real.
Oh, I love it when shit gets real. Because me and Phil are both Heyman guys, so.
I'm a Paul Heyman guy.
I just don't have the T-shirt.
It's okay.
I'm a fan. I just don't promote.
My brother got me that shirt. Thank you, Chris.
Hey, Chris, I need a shirt.
Fuck you, Adam.
All right, thanks. No.
Shout out to Chris. Shout out to Chris. All in all, I thought the pay-per-view was okay. It wasn't... It seemed more like it was just to build up to Payback. A lot of the ending of the matches, Cena and Rusev especially... end of the championship match, that's just building up to the next pay-per-view, always, of course.
Right.
The Divas match, I didn't care about, really.
Don't care. Piss break.
Yeah, piss break. The tag titles, you're just building up to a rematch, but that happened on regular TV, so I don't know. Ziggler and Sheamus, they've got to continue that.
Right.
At least have a payoff match, end the feud at Payback, some sort of stipulation match.
Payback seems like another just pay-per-view.
Yeah,
it's like another.
Yeah.
Thank God it's only $9.99 instead of this whole Mayweather Pacquiao stuff. It was what, 90?
$89.99.
Terrible.
Not even a title involved in that match.
Terrible. Right. It's a fight of the century. Somebody said it was like the Ali. What was it? It's like Ali versus Frazier all over again.
You cannot compare those two
freaking way
to Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier.
There's no way.
Right. I don't care what their records are, and all respect due to them. Fine. And we're gonna talk boxing for a second on a wrestling show, but
non-wrestling related.
Non-wrestling related. I'm just going to go on a tangent.
Right.
All right. You can't. Different eras. Yeah. Fine. But you can't compare Mayweather or Pacquiao to Ali. Ever.
I think they interviewed Ali and he was like, "I'm still the greatest." Like,
damn
right,
you
are. Like, damn it. He already knew. Like,
that man is the Ric Flair of boxing.
Boy,
I don't care who the champ is.
Boy, Ric Flair for life. You can have NWO for life. I want Ric Flair for life. I don't care.
Yeah. 4 Horsemen are forever.
For life. Love it. Love it, love it.
All right. What we also wanted to talk about was tag team wrestling. Where it was, where it is, where it could go.
Sad that it's not what it used to be.
So sad that it's not what it used to be. I mean, when I started watching wrestling, it was in the 80s.
Right.
We had the Rockers.
Yep.
Demolition. Heart Foundation. Killer Bees.
British Bulldogs.
the Bulldogs.
Rougeau Brothers.
Rougeau Brothers.
Heavenly Bodies.
Damn. Yes. Rock and Roll Express.
Powers of Pain.
Powers of Pain. Power and Glory.
Yes.
Putting together Hercules and Paul Roma.
Yes.
Who should never have been a 4 Horseman, by the way.
Well, yeah, I can say. Well, I don't know. Who's the worst horseman, him or Mongo? Mongo should never have been associated with the horseman. Right.
Mongo had a Super Bowl ring.
At least that doesn't mean shit in wrestling.
That makes me respect you as an athlete.
Okay, on an NFL level, you're great. In the ring, you suck.
Yes, he sucked in the ring.
At least Paul Roma looked like a wrestler. He had an athlete's body. Steve Mongo McMichael, the best thing you ever brought to the ring was Deborah.
Fine, yeah, I agree. Paul Roma never, ever, ever, ever should have stood next to Ric Flair and Arn Anderson as an equal.
Dude. Who picked him, though? Didn't Anderson handpick him?
I don't know.
I mean, he had to have some kind of promise in order to just be associated with the group. I mean, I know Sid didn't last long, Sting didn't last long, both got kicked out, whatever. But at least they made sense at the time.
Yeah, he went from teaming with Jim Powers in like WWF,
right,
or wherever,
yeah,
to being a horseman.
Yeah,
the man just, I can't even put it to words.
I mean, the later horsemen, Dean Malenko, Chris, what's his name, and
Brian Pillman.
Pillman was a great horseman.
Pillman, yeah. I'm not just saying that because he's a Cincinnati guy. Pillman,
shout out
a great
to
wrestler. Houday.
513.
Former Bengal.
Yes, sir.
Number 97,
yes.
Brian Pillman.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, Gino.
That's all right. It's all good. Still shout out.
Still a shout out. But yeah.
Pillman was very, very underrated and very ahead of his time for, flying Brian Pillman. Cruiserweight champ. I mean...
Light heavyweight champ.
It's true.
His matches with Jushin Thunder Liger are epic.
Oh.
You had to put that in any kind of connotation. We talk about Pillman, cruiserweight wrestling, and WCW especially.
Google YouTube or check that out on the network as soon as possible if you have no clue, because that is some epic
and
shit.
Not even the matches from the first episode of Nitro, because they had that match on Nitro, but before Nitro was ever thought of.
Saturday nights.
Yeah, WCW Saturday Night, when they first brought in the light heavyweight title in WCW. Right. Those matches were awesome.
Oh, yeah. The tournament itself was... I love the cruiserweight and light heavyweight division. I always said that was one of the few things that stood out for me in WCW. It was the cruiserweights, the NWO before the entire neighborhood joined the group, and Goldberg. That was the three things I watched WCW for. Cruiserweights, I swear to God, I'm still saying Dean Malenko belongs in the Hall of Fame. One of my all-time favorites.
I'll give him that.
But here I am.
The man's a member of the Triple Threat and the Four Horsemen.
Exactly. I'm getting off topic though. We're supposed to be talking.
Okay, we'll go back.
But
because he was in a tag team with Chris Benoit, and that's how we came back in the tag team.
Did you just say that? You can't say that.
I can say Chris Benoit every day.
Silence, sir. No. You know what? I'm gonna say it too. Chris fucking Benoit. Wow, that felt really weird, but
we'll never get sponsored by the WWF like some of those other podcasts that are out there.
Wow. You know what?
Because of mentioning Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit.
But I'm okay with that.
Chris Benoit and Katie Vick in the same podcast. That's epic. Yes, sir.
And pointing out that Triple H was the one who climbed into the casket with the then deceased Katie Vick.
I still say it was a mannequin.
I hope it was a mannequin. Oh, man. Oh, I hope that was a mannequin.
Oh, necrophilia. That's just... Ew. That's funny.
I hope they didn't get some soon-to-be diva or wannabe diva
right.
from OVW.
Right.
Now, here, lay down here in You're gonna lay in the casket, and Triple H is gonna climb on top of you.
That conversation with Stephanie must have been fun. Who else have you been with? Oh, there was this one chick named Katie. Ooh, I'm sorry, but man,
she was just real stiff in bed.
She's really stiff. She was out cold. Like
she was
really?
out cold.
Terrible.
I didn't even have to roofie her. Oh.
Whoop, hey, now that's a whole other level.
Sorry,
that's okay.
That's Ben Roethlisberger. But
hey,
never mind.
Hey,
some hatred for you Steelers fans out there.
Shitsburg.
That's for me. Shitsburg. Yeah, kind of going back to tag team wrestling. It kind of dwindled in the '90s when Vince didn't focus on it anymore. Right. And he had a few going around.
I mean, yeah, the '90s were not as great. I mean, as the '80s. I mean, mid to late '80s was full of tag team wrestling, but then you come to mid to late '90s, you got Edge and Christian, the Hardys, the Dudleys. You can't go tag team wrestling without talking my favorite of all time, the Road Warriors.
Yeah, Road
Legion
Warriors.
of Doom just dominated everywhere they were.
GOAT. GOAT.
I mean,
Road Warriors.
Dudleys are my personal second close favorite after the Warriors. But, I mean, AWA, NWA, WCW, WWE.
IWGP.
Ran the world, you know.
Right.
They weren't tag team champions all at the same time like the Dudley Boys. They had, what, 3 or 4? 2 or 3, I think it was 3 tag team championships at the same time. It's IWGP, TNA, and something else. I can't remember. But it was like, what are they, 23-time tag champs?
Yeah.
I mean, the Road Warriors don't have, I don't think they have that many, but they still are.
But, yeah, they don't have that many, but everywhere they went, they became the tag team champions.
Exactly. Everywhere they've been. And they're still, by many, regarded as one of the best tag teams of all time.
Right.
Definitely my first pick if I ever, you know, shit. I mean, but then, I don't know, Money Inc., Natural Disasters, Bushwhackers.
Natural Disasters. Shout out to Fred Ottman on Facebook.
Hey, Fred. How you doing?
Hi, Fred.
Thanks
I hope
for
you're
the
listening.
ad.
Please listen to this.
You're more than welcome to respond back anytime. Some hilarious posts there on Facebook and Twitter, by the way. If you don't have him, request him. I think he might add you as a friend also. But yeah, Tugboat, man. Awesome. Good times. Not so much with Shockmaster, but you know what? Typhoon?
Typhoon.
Tugboat and Typhoon. Yeah.
Shockmaster.
Shockmaster.
I'm not hating on you, Fred, for the Shockmaster.
Hey, you know what? If I could do it, I'd trip over through a wall too. Just, you know, give me a stormtrooper mask with glitter, and I'll be.
It became an awesomely memorable moment
for the wrong
reasons.
Right. You're doing a segment with Flair and Sid, and I think Rich Bulldog was involved, and they're all just standing there with, I think it was J.J. Dillon, and who's this mystery partner? And oh god, you just, hey, you know what? Shout out to you for making a memorable moment, because whether they loved it or hated it, it's still one of the most talked about things in wrestling ever. So, props to you for that.
And as a Star Wars fan, I want to ask who thought to put glitter on the Stormtrooper's helmet.
Dusty Rhodes, baby. I tell you what, Dusty Rhodes did all that. I tell you what, man.
You think that was a Dusty thing?
I think it was a Dusty idea? I think it was Dusty all the way, baby.
That was a Dusty finish?
I'm pretty sure he was doing the booking all the time back there, baby, and I'm pretty sure that's what he said. If you will. If you will. I think he's the one that did all that.
Well, let's get Dusty on the show and ask him.
I would love it.
That would be awesome.
Legendary.
Let's see.
Congrats on Cody. What the fuck were you thinking with Dustin? Man. Cody Rhodes fan, by the way. Stardust
I see awesome. That. Stardust.
Yeah.
All right.
Tag team.
Kind of skipped a decade here.
I was kind of waiting on them to call the duo of Gold Star, but they didn't.
Gold Star.
But that's just a Cincinnati reference. I don't know where else the Gold Stars are, so I just Gold Star. Like no. Golden Stardust.
At least when they would come here, they would have a sponsor.
True. See,
look,
editing
come
or
to the
marketing.
Ring. Come to the ring eating chili.
Marketing right there, dude.
With the t-shirts on.
Throwing hot dogs to the fans for free. I mean, shit.
With no chili on them.
No chili. Don't put the chili on them.
Don't put the chili on them and throw them.
Right.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah. Wait for the vendors for that. But
yeah.
That's smart. That's just smart marketing right there.
Right. If Vince would have known, hey, how about you guys get on this with us?
They don't come to Cincinnati enough. Which
Yeah.
they are coming to May 11th though, and Phil will be there. I sadly won't be, but
Yeah.
I would love to. I might call off just to go. I think WWE is more important than work. Yeah, I said it. One day is not going to kill me. Raw is more important.
Hope your wife doesn't hear this.
My wife will hear it somewhere down the line. She heard the first podcast maybe like last week for the first time.
No.
She didn't sit through the whole thing, but hey, you know what? She clicked on it, so love for that.
My wife liked it. She liked our back and forth.
Good.
That was good.
Props to shout out to Becky.
Yeah.
Yay, Becky.
Hey, Becky. Love you.
Oh, how cute. Shout out to Andrea, my wife. Yeah.
Copycat.
No, I'm not.
But early 90s, we saw the Rockers break up. Rockers were doing great. They were an awesome tag team. And then they split.
Barbershop.
Yeah. and didn't you say that?
Yeah, I just read somewhere that he said Shawn Michaels just paid back Barbara Beefcake for the broken window, and Marty Jannetty wasn't too proud about it. It's just a hilarious little meme.
Took you 20 years to pay that bill.
20 years. He just now got the money. No, he's paid for life. Mr. WrestleMania's man. I don't think they broke up the Hart Foundation, actually.
No, they never broke them up. It just kind of fizzled.
Right.
They didn't split.
Brett just kind of went his own way, and
Yeah.
Anvil became Who, and
Yeah.
saw him on WCW, like, who is this masked man? Like, that's Jim Neidhart doing something for...
You see the beard.
Yeah. With the mask. Like, that's the same beard from... Oh, I know him!
You recognize that fat guy.
You know, Brett, of course, went on to have a successful, Triple Crown career. Great matches with Perfect for the IC title. Great matches with Flair for the heavyweight.
No doubt. But I think them breaking up the Rockers was the first time they thought, maybe we should take a tag team that's working and push one of the guys.
That's why they still to this day have who's the Marty Jannetty of the two.
Exactly.
Who's the Shawn Michaels of the,
But in the end, we have them splitting up tag teams far too early.
True.
They tried it with the Dudleys for some stupid ass reason.
The brand extension.
Whose idea was that? Who brought that up in a meeting and thought that was a good idea?
I don't know. I marked out like some bitch at Survivor Series 2002. They got back together.
Right.
Against 3 Minute Warning. It was pretty epic.
Yeah, 3 Minute Warning.
Because I've been an ECW fan since 96, 97. I grew up on Dudley Boys. Pretty much Dudley Boys, Taz, Shane Douglas, oh man, Raven, Tommy Dreamer. I can go on forever. RVD.
Yeah.
Bill Alfonso. Man. BWO. Back when the Dudley Boys weren't just the Dudley Boys. Like, there was the Dudley family from Dudleyville.
Mama Dudley was a hoe, is all you can say about it.
Mama was a hoe.
Best chant ever in
Sign
ECW.
Guy Dudley.
Sign Guy Dudley.
Big Dick Dudley. Yeah, I said it. I've never seen it,
was
but
his
thank
name,
God.
Big Dick Dudley.
That was his name. His name is Richard.
Yeah.
Joel Gertner.
Everybody calls me Big Dick for some reason.
When
just happened to be 6'9".
When you like to be a Dudley too. I'm like, yes! I would. Give me tie-dye. Would love it.
Joel, the ladies call me Studley Dudley.
Love it.
Gertner. What happened to him? Where is he?
I don't know. I haven't seen him since.
That man should be a manager somewhere.
I think he. The last time I saw him was one of the One Night Stand pay-per-views, I think. With the neck brace still. His neck braces hurt worse than Owen Hart.
Oh.
I know. I should not have said that. That
too
was,
soon.
That's too bad. Booker T got in trouble for the same kind of thing. You read about that too?
Oh, he said
Neville.
He was talking about Neville being a high flyer. I forget the exact wording of what he said.
Yeah.
Like Owen Hart never could get that kind of air.
Yeah, Owen Hart. He said he wasn't a high flyer like Neville. Yeah. And Bruce Hart went on Twitter and let him just totally use like.
He didn't mean it like why couldn't you fly? He meant just like, as a high flyer wrestler goes, Neville has more talent in this area.
Mm.
He wasn't saying Owen should have had more hang time or something on what happened.
Right.
It wasn't being a dick about it. It was just.
I understood.
He
what
didn't
he was
think
saying.
about the comment when he was making it. That was all it was.
I should say. Let's see.
There's some sensitive ass people out there.
There is, and Don't take what I said to heart, because I didn't mean it like that. Owen Hart was
I know.
super, super talented and way before his time. Still one of the most realistic, shocking things that ever happened, because it was so real and so unexpected. And
you can't get more real than real.
You belong in the Hall of Fame, no doubt. Just, I wish your wife would be okay with it. But yeah,
who knows? I mean, they could be working that out right now.
If Triple H has had anything to do with it, I mean, Bruno Sammartino wasn't supposed to be in, and he got in.
Right.
Vince and Bruno didn't get along forever, and because of Triple H, he's in. Jake Roberts wasn't supposed to get in because of his addictions and problems. Scott Hall, same issue.
Randy Savage
wasn't going to get in, but Triple H apparently pulled some strings. So
whatever was keeping him out, there's only
I've heard rumors.
Yeah,
we all heard the Stephanie rumor.
I'm not going to discuss rumors because I don't want to get sued.
Stephanie. I'm sorry, I've always had a huge crush on Steph.
The thoughts and views of Adam Whaley do not reflect those of
I'm Adam Whaley, and I approve this message. But, man, Stephanie. I just wish she wouldn't talk. I'd be okay if she just shut the hell up.
See, when she came out as the GM or whatever, SmackDown,
right?
Years ago, early 2000s. That was epic, Stephanie. That was Stephanie being in power. That was,
she can boss me around anytime.
Shut up, man. I'm not even going there with you. But that was just her being, in power,
right,
and taking charge.
When Bischoff had Raw and she had SmackDown.
She had
when SmackDown was worth watching.
SmackDown was fucking awesome back then.
Paul Heyman was a good GM also.
Yeah. When Heyman was running SmackDown, that shit was awesome.
But Stephanie,
Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit as tag team champs.
Dude,
come on.
You can't get better than that.
They should still be tag team champs today.
You can't get no better than that.
Putting those two together?
Oh my
God.
Some of the greatest tag team wrestling. Oh my God, go watch Survivor Series 2002. Every title up for grabs changed hands. Every title. World title, WWE title, tag titles, women's title, everything. The tag team title match, the WWE tag title match, because you had the WWE SmackDown tag titles,
and you had the World Tag Team titles,
the Raw World titles, tag titles. It's Benoit and Angle versus Edge and Ray versus Eddie and Chavo. That's more talent right now than half the damn roster today.
That's more talent than TNA has on their entire roster.
That's one match, let alone the entire pay-per-view. Dude, and that wasn't even the main event. Main event was the first ever Elimination Chamber.
That's Heyman booking, sir.
Thank you, Heyman. This is why I'm a Heyman guy.
Right.
God bless Paul Heyman, even though if he doesn't believe or not. I don't care. I'm thankful for Paul Heyman.
I'm a Heyman guy for the cell phone way back in the day in WCW.
The Zach Morris cell phone.
The Zach Morris cell phone was awesome. Carrying that bitch around.
Ordering pizza must have took like 20 minutes.
Jesus. If you fucked up, you had to...
You had to a rotary phone.
Rotary phone.
If you misdialed, you had to hang up and start all over again.
Calling long distance had to suck balls on a rotary phone.
You ever notice all those fictional shows have the phone numbers that start with 555? Nobody's real number starts with. That is comical.
Let's just anyway.
Pro. Or what was the number? What's the number? 909-9900 or whatever Gene Okerlund used to promote on Thunder.
1-800-454-HULK.
Oh my God. Man, I remember all this. Flashbacks were like instant.
Scheme Gene Okerlund.
Scheme Gene, the Nacho Man. You know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here.
Yeah.
One of his best promos.
That was epic. Never getting better than that from Scott Hall.
Hey, yo.
The Outsiders. We forgot about the Outsiders. And
dude, you can't forget tag team wrestling. Holy shit. Outsiders, Harlem Heat, Steiner Brothers, Ming and Barbarian. Oh my God, Ming is a man monster. Damn, okay, let me stop myself. Umaga was a beast, but you're not touching Ming. Ming, Haku, whatever you want to call him, is like, even Mick Foley said between him and Harley Race, he would not pick a fight with either man. He said Harley Race would punch you with his knuckles just for fun. Like, oh my God, dude, no way. And as respected as Undertaker is in the WWE locker room, I've heard stories that Ming was the most respected in WCW. Like even Sting was like, holy shit.
Like, you don't fuck with that guy.
Like, don't fuck with him. Like, don't eat his noodles. Don't eat whatever the fuck whatever he's got in catering. That's Ming's. Don't touch it. Like, oh shit, back up. Disco Inferno, no. Like, Alex Wright, stop it. Whatever. Great. But
WCW had the Samoan SWAT team before they became the Head Shrinkers.
Yep.
I mean, first of all, I think that's a much better name than the Head Shrinkers.
True. Sting and Luger.
But then you're really just throwing two guys together who...
We're friends.
Yeah, you're friends, so you're a tag team.
Yeah.
Big fucking deal. Doesn't make you a great tag team.
Malenko and Benoit.
Yeah, Malenko and Benoit. That's triple threat ECW right there. They were tag team champs, right?
Yep.
Were they?
WCW. I don't
really?
know.
WCW?
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Take your word for it.
Yeah. I think 2 or 3 times, maybe. I know they've had it. We'd have to research how many times, but
I'm pretty sure in ECW. I'm not sure about WCW. I'll take your word for it. I'm not gonna say you're wrong.
I mean, you remember the Cruiserweight tag team titles? Right before WCW went out of business?
Shut down, they had the Cruiserweight tag titles.
Billy Kidman and Ray were tag champs.
Awesome tag team.
Kid Romeo. I don't remember all of them. I think Elix Skipper was there before they shut down.
Elix Skipper had some awesome talent.
Prime time
Elix Skipper. I don't know what he's doing now, but he helped make TNA.
Did he ever?
Yeah.
Back when TNA was worth watching.
Yeah.
That highlight from the cage is still one of the most talked about segments in history. Young Dragons, if you remember Young Dragons.
It was
Jimmy Wang Yang. Jamie Noble.
Jamie-san.
And Kaz
Hayashi.
It was Kaz Hayashi.
Jamie-san under a mask.
Right.
Like, who's the guy under the mask? Oh, that's a white guy.
Yeah. But I tell you what, man, that's my booking again, man. I tell you, if you will, that's terrible booking by your boy Dusty Rhodes right there. But hey,
Jamie Noble is awesome. All right.
Jamie is great. He's very underrated. I liked him as Cruiserweight champ. I liked the whole, hillbilly gimmick with Nydia. That was it was something different. I liked it.
Trailer Park
until they won the lottery. And they got better than everybody. Hurricane awesome. Would work great in PG. I posted about it before. Some people agreed with me. In this PG era, what's better than a superhero for kids?
Exactly.
I mean, come on. You got the Avengers. You got the X-Men. You got Spider-Man.
Then there's the merchandising of the mask.
Right. Oh, the mask, the cape.
The cape.
I heard he got injured though. I heard his knees are pretty bad. I think.
I think he's working for TNA actually right now.
Is he?
As an agent.
Yeah. I think it was Kenny Oz, shout out, that said that his knees were pretty bad or fucked up right now. Somebody said they saw him in a show not too long ago, and he was pretty banged up.
That sucks, man. That guy's not that old.
It's not
banged up the way he is.
But he wrestles for Omega with Jeff and Matt and them, and I don't know. He's constantly promoting.
They're still doing backyard wrestling.
They have this little.
Yeah, I said that.
There's some good ideas come from backyard wrestling.
I won't say they're not, but no, never.
We can't talk tag team wrestling without talking about my favorite current tag team, Young Bucks.
The Young Bucks are awesome.
Oh my god!
Why those two are not in WWF is a mystery. How the fuck
they were supposed to get signed to NXT. They didn't because something about their attitude or something. They thought they were better than the business or something I read somewhere.
Yeah, they're ready for the main roster. That's why.
Right. I think. Oh, Red Dragon. If you watch Ring of Honor.
Yeah,
current tag team champion.
Those guys are
Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. Awesome. Any match that they have together versus Young Bucks and the Red Dragon must sit down. I don't care what time of night it is. If it's on, I'm watching it.
The Briscoes.
The Briscoes
should have been in WWE a long time.
Them boys.
They're loyal to our Ring of Honor, and I give them much respect for that.
I can't get mad at that.
I cannot get angry with you for that.
American Wolves were supposed to be in TNA too, or NXT.
Yeah, they were, but they didn't want to be on NXT. They want to be on main roster.
Yeah,
and they said no.
They thought they were better than what they should have been.
Well, I mean, if they want you to go to NXT to learn the more WWE style, fucking do it.
Right.
I don't care who you are.
That's what
Samoa Joe. Take a month and go to NXT.
Samoa Joe, dude. Oh my God, versus Kevin Owens, Steen. whatever you want to call him.
That's a pay-per-view match right there.
That's take my money now. I'll give you $20.99. Fuck it.
Samoa Joe against Seth Rollins right now.
Dude. Easy money, dude. Just take it now. Like Samoa Joe versus Seth, Dolph, Daniel Bryan if he comes back. Whatever. I'll take it, man.
Punk.
Been there, done that, but I don't see Punk coming back.
Hey, never say never in the WWF.
CM Punk said the F word, dude, and that kind of hurt me.
What did
he say? He said the F word.
What?
Not fuck. That's the word that wrestling fans don't say. It's not in my vocabulary.
What is it?
It's a 4-letter word, starts with F, and ends with AKE. I can't say it.
Oh, fake?
No! You don't say that shit. Damn it. You can say Chris Benoit, you can say Missy Hyatt, you can say all that shit, but you don't say that.
Talk about divas in their bodies, but not mention fake.
Yeah, you can talk about how you want to fuck Stephanie McMahon. Thank you, Triple H. You know what? Kids listening, it's edited. It isn't PG shit. This is our shit. Not R.
Let the boobies hit the floor.
Let the titties hit the floor. I don't care.
I like Jericho's better.
Yeah, boobies. Yeah. Stephanie can use them as a flotation device. I remember that. I'm going to get that smelly, nasty, disgusting animal in the ring. And I'm going to get you too, Rhino.
That was awesome.
Yeah. One of the best.
I had something to say about the
Briscoes. You're the breast. I mean best.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, about the Briscoes. I think they're too entrenched in their gimmick.
The Duck Dynasty gimmick.
I don't even want to call it that. Just the hillbilly Southern guy, to do anything else with them.
Right.
That has to hurt them.
Dude, bring the Briscoes into the main roster and have them work under Bray Wyatt. Perfect.
Huh.
Don't make Bray be like the leader, just everybody equal. That's perfect. That's because their beards match. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about dominance. Like, I don't see Bray Wyatt winning a title, but I see you winning every match that you're in. I can see him to the point where no matter who he feuds with, like, he's got wins over Cena, he's got wins over Dolph, he's got wins over Daniel Bryan, Dean Ambrose. Why not set him up for, I don't know why the hell he's in this hole he's in fighting with Ryback of all people.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I don't understand.
It's fucking weird.
I kind of like the Bo Dallas setup, though, because they're brothers. And
yeah, I like that. That was awesome.
I've been waiting on Bo Dallas to join Bray for
Ryback came out and kicked Bo Dallas's ass, and then
Bray comes out and saves his baby brother.
Oh.
Perfect setup.
His big brother. There he is.
And did you notice Bo didn't do the whole believe high-pitched shit? He was like, all you had to do was believe. Like, whoa, that's kind of dark. Like, the whole kind of.
He did go kind of dark with it.
And then he's growing a little beard, little goatee and shit, and it's like, oh, that's different Bo. Like, come on with it, man. Just
Bo Wyatt.
I'm okay with that. I'm totally cool with that.
Did they ever say Bo's last name on TV?
Dallas.
Like, does he? Oh, yeah.
Dallas.
Eh.
Yeah. They're trying to separate. That's not his real brother. But yet they insisted that Edge and Christian are brothers, Kane and Undertaker are brothers, Devon and Bubba are brothers. Bubba even told you in ECW that they're not brothers. He's like, he's black, you idiot. Like, no shit. He's like, he's like my brother. Like, okay, that makes sense.
But that's ECW canon. That's not WWF canon.
See.
So it never happened. See, that's their explanation, right?
They think we're stupid.
Yeah,
they
think
we
we're
don't
stupid
remember.
all the time.
They don't think we remember.
Hey, what happened to the bunny? Yeah, I remember the bunny.
Hey, that's Bray Wyatt. No, that's Husky Harris. I know who the fuck you are. Stupid.
And I like the name Husky Harris, all right? Don't get me wrong. I like the name Husky Harris.
I'd rather buy Bray Wyatt lantern than Husky Harris t-shirt.
I'd rather see him as Bray Wyatt also. He's kicking ass as Bray Wyatt.
Yes.
Good job for you, sir.
I'm appreciative of Bray Wyatt. The promos alone. He said he studied Jake the Snake Roberts, which is just brilliant in its own right.
Like, and Jake's even complimented him on his
exactly.
promos.
And Paul Heyman even said anybody that studies Jake Roberts is destined for greatness.
Yeah.
That's your motivation right there.
Yeah.
Greatness. Love it.
See, let's...
Okay, you want to go to tag teams? Go to ECW. Gangsters. Eliminators. RVD and Sabu.
Public Enemy.
Dude, Rocco Rock and Johnny Grunge, rest in peace. Love them both. Hey, Cabbage Patch all fucking day.
I'm doing the Cabbage Patch on the radio
If it was
show.
live, you could see it. I would, yes. Wave your hands in the air like you just don't care.
The whitest of white guys coming out.
They did tables before Dudley's.
They did?
They did. They carried tables everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
And then I saw him in WCW and I was like, hey, it's fucking Public Enemy.
That's right.
And they kept the name. Was that weird to you? ECW came up with the name Public Enemy.
Right.
But then they still use the name in WCW.
Maybe they own the rights to their own stuff.
I do have to edit now.
Yeah, it's all cool.
That was weird that they could use the name in WCW.
Yeah, I think they had the rights to their own
So they
stuff.
own the rights.
Yeah.
Okay. It wasn't something that ECW came up with. They came up with it?
Right. I think that's either, because like when the Dudley Boys came to WWE, they kept it. But when they went to TNA, it was Brother Ray and Brother Devon.
Yeah, because WWE had, I guess, gained the rights to
I think
the Dudley
Vince
Boys,
bought the name of it or something.
which is smart on his part.
Right.
That's why they changed everybody's names now.
Yeah, I think if I can get a shout out to Roy, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. He's out in California. My dude Roy, he's like, he said with Prince Devitt and Kenta, we're naming themselves Finn Balor and Hideo Itami. He said that once they get picked up, that they get to pick their own theme song and what they get to call themselves on the main on the roster.
Yeah, but we know you now from NXT under that name,
right?
So
a lot of people, like the younger generation, is like, "Oh, that's Hideo Itami," but when we say, "Dude, that's Kenta from wherever, New Japan or whatever," watch his old matches against and I'd love to see Hideo Itami versus Daniel Bryan. It's happened. Check it out. Here it is. Here's the set. Here's the promos and the segment or whatever. But yeah, they get to pick whatever they do with their names, and I forget what Hideo Itami means. It's like, I don't want to say what I think it is because I'd be totally wrong, but it means something, and he picked it himself. So, and then Finn Balor,
Finn Balor's an awesome sounding name,
dude. The entrance alone is pay-per-view worthy.
Yeah, and I told you as soon as I saw his entrance that I knew he was more over than anybody on the main roster just by that entrance.
He has
the showmanship alone is awesome,
dude. He knows what he's doing. I like his finisher. I just think he needs something more impactful than the double stomp.
Well,
it's kind of It's kind of like the entrance is like, oh shit, dude looks awesome. His wrestling skills are on point. It's just the finisher is like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's brutal. You go to the top rope and you stomp on somebody's chest.
What's he weigh, like 180? I mean, still, it's 180 coming down on you. I get that, but
right. The Big Show might kick out of that.
Oh, dude. But I would think of something more. I don't know, like maybe a submission or something for him, or
It's a lot similar to CM Punk. They wanted him to stop using the GTS because physically you can't get a guy like Kane up when you're CM Punk size.
Right. So you make him tap to the Anaconda Vice.
Right.
I get it. I mean, give me a leg submission or a neck or head, arm, whatever. But that's just me. I don't know. You could agree. You could disagree. It's all good. But his entrance alone,
yeah. And his work in the ring is awesome. I think he'll be called up to the main roster soon.
I mean, is being called up from NXT to the main roster a good thing though? Because
that's a good point.
Because NXT, I mean, everybody's look at Tyson Kidd. His career was floundering, going down the toilet. He goes to NXT, has a couple title matches against Neville, back on top of the main, right back into the mid card status. Tag champs with Cesaro.
Right. He got to really show what he could really do in the ring.
Right.
And
we've been fans of Tyson forever.
Right.
And we were super appreciative that somebody actually took the time to be like, hey, he's actually got some skill. Let's do something with him. And now look where he's at. I mean, he lost the titles, but
I mean, that's a temporary thing.
You're at pay-per-views defending titles. You're not on,
you're not on SmackDown.
Superstars or something. Who watches? I don't even watch Superstars. It's on the network. I can watch it anytime I want, and I click right through it every time. Right to NXT.
Sunday Night Heat.
I watch Heat before I watch Superstars. There's some great matches on Heat. There's like RVD versus Mr. Perfect fought on
John
Heat.
Cena versus Bryan Danielson on Heat.
Just velocity.
Velocity at that.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. Yes.
Now that's going back.
John Cena in white tights.
Against skinny ass, short haired Bryan Danielson.
Hey. And I think Cena won or lost. I don't remember who
Cena won that match.
Sad.
Danielson wasn't signed yet, so he was still just a nobody.
Yeah. Well,
To
we
them.
knew
To them.
who he was.
Yeah.
To the unknowns.
Samoa Joe was even on Velocity.
Yep.
With
AJ Styles has been on
dyed
Velocity.
blonde hair and
AJ Styles fought. I can't remember who he fought. He fought somebody on
X-Pac, I think, or somebody.
No, I think it was Hurricane or something like that.
Yeah, Hurricane.
And lost. Like, wow.
Well, he wasn't signed, so yeah,
I
you're
know.
a jobber in that situation.
It's terrible. But
Another
just to
guy that
think-
should be there right now
Christopher
is AJ
Daniels?
Styles. Christopher Daniels.
God.
Kazarian.
Yes. What are they now? It was Bad Influence. Now it's something else.
I don't know what the name is. I forget the name in Ring of Honor.
I have to watch.
But awesome tag team. I mean,
Great.
bring those guys in. Main roster.
Great matches
Day one.
with Red Dragon also.
Yeah.
I still love Red Dragon. I don't care for the name Bobby Fish, but that is his real name. I guess he can't change it.
It's his real name.
It does, yeah. But he doesn't need to change it because he's a freaking beast in the ring. So, you know what? Your name's Bobby Fish, and I salute you. Damn it, you're awesome.
The other tag teams. Who are we forgetting? I can't really think of anybody. And I apologize if we are forgetting somebody.
New Age Outlaws.
New Age Outlaws. Wow.
Rockabilly and the Roadie.
Hey, then those two just came together because
They didn't have
they
nothing,
had
else,
nothing
to do.
else to do.
Exactly.
So it was like, all right, come
And they-
together, both of us.
Was 5-6-time tag team champions.
Members of DX when it was reformed.
Ran the Attitude Era
Right.
along with Austin and Rock, and good times for New Age Outlaws.
Legit Hall of Fame names right there.
Right.
The New Age Outlaws.
Oh, they'll be because Triple H is their buddy.
Yeah.
Let alone not only because they're worthy of being in, but just because Triple H is their buddy.
Right.
They'll be in before X-Pac. You don't get Outlaw heat, you get X-Pac heat. Exactly. X-Pac heat.
Yeah.
Like, they hate you because they hate you.
They hate you because they just don't like you.
Right.
New Day. New Day sucks.
It is a catchy little thing, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? How about we try this? New Day rocks. No. We're gonna say what we want.
I think Booker T was like, oh, they're saying the wrong word.
Ask John Cena. We'll say what we want.
Oh. Okay, you want to go tag teams. So let's go with the 6 tag teams I can think of right now. You got New Day, Cesaro and Kid,
Primo and Epico.
Las Matadores.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're doing that to themselves. They could have
Yeah.
just stayed Primo and Epico.
Those guys are from Puerto Rico, and bullfighting is illegal in Puerto Rico.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But we're stupid,
That's
remember?
awesome, remember?
We're stupid. We don't remember. Primetime players.
Primetime players.
Yes.
Another team that was broken up before they should have ever been broken up.
Exactly.
They're back together now, so that's awesome. But there was all that time in between.
I
when they
support
could have
your
been
life
pushed.
choices.
Yeah.
I don't judge. If you want to be, go and be. I don't care. Darren Young, you do
Darren
what you
Young.
gotta do.
You want to get married? If it gets on the
support
ballot,
that.
I fucking support it.
I support that.
You got my vote.
Um,
I said that.
right.
You don't like me? Stop listening.
You know what? I support it. If that's how your lifestyle wants to be, I'm not gonna judge you for it. Men, women, whatever. Go. Do what you gotta do.
And we're gonna get off this tangent before it gets too
before
far.
it gets too personal and
Yeah.
everybody's like, "Fuck that!" Like,
Get off your soapbox.
whatever. Opinions are welcome.
Yeah,
That's
all
the whole
opinions are
point. Exactly.
Lucha Dragons. We're forgetting the Lucha Dragons.
Lucha Dragons. Kalisto.
Kalisto is fucking awesome.
Dude, why is he tagging with Sin Cara though?
Because all right,
It's not the same Sin Cara. I get that. It's not. He wasn't ready.
I actually like Hunico better than
Hunico.
Sin Cara
I do.
in this role.
You remember when when they first showed the tattoo and they're like, "Oh, he got a new tattoo." No, he didn't.
Motherfucker, he did not. That's
That's
Hunico.
Hunico.
Even at the when we were at WWE's live event in December last year, it was it Tyler Breeze against him? Were those two?
No. It was
It was Sin Cara against somebody, and I'm like Hunico.
yeah.
I was waiting for him to turn around, but he didn't. He was probably like
Tyler-
asshole. Shut the door. You're making me work harder. I have to edit that out now. Almost done. Sit down. We're almost done. Almost done. You're making me work a lot harder.
Almost done. Out.
Out! Get out! Get out! Go! Take my headset off Jerry Lawler style.
Don't have a heart attack.
Oh, that's not funny. That is not right.
I know.
Why would you say that?
I was sad when that happened, though. Props on Michael Cole for carrying the show after that, though.
Props on Michael Cole for having a job at this point.
You know what? He's the new Todd Pettengill, and he carries it well. It's okay. There's actually one pay-per-view I can remember. Michael Cole, as like one of the first times you ever see Michael Cole. Todd Pettengill's still working for him. He's like, hey, that guy kind of looks like me. Kind of why he replaced you.
And I'll say, Todd Pettengill sucked as a commentator.
He was not funny. He tried to promote pay-per-views left and right.
In the back, Mark Morrow. It's Mark Marrow, bitch.
It's Mark Marrow. That's Johnny B. Bad, you ungrateful son of a bitch.
There's no A in his name, by the way. It's E-R-O. Marrow.
Marrow.
Yeah.
He had
Mark
Sable before.
Morrow. You just met him, didn't you?
No.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. This is the first time you ever, reading off cue cards and
We've
shit.
never laid eyes on each other before this.
And Sable's getting brocked now.
Getting Brock.
She's getting
Is that what
brocked.
you call it?
With an apostrophe D. Brocked.
D.
She gets that D, all right. All right.
Oh. Shit.
So, yeah.
All right, I got nothing else. What do you got?
I think it's about wrap-up time.
All right, I don't want to just make this another wing it session.
Yeah.
So we're going to close it out.
All right.
All right, thanks everybody for listening. If you listen this far, you'll have a couple edits in there.
Thanks for sticking with us.
Yeah, thanks for sticking with us on episode 2. Be sure to check us out in episode 3. Given work schedules, we might have to do this in 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
But we'll let everybody know. So
we'll promote it.
yeah, we'll promote it on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Check us out.
Buy the T-shirts.
Yeah, I don't
Are they out?
I think we're done.
Is it
with that.
expired?
I think it's expired.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
I think
It's
we
our
only
first
sold.
attempt.
I thought we
I'm
only got
not
2 or
sad.
3. That's okay though.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm Phil.
Adam.
Later.
Bye.
It's still real to me.